All right, y'all. Welcome to the fourth episode of the Digital Trade Show. And today we have a very special guest and we got a new co-host with us. I'm gonna go ahead and let them introduce themselves. Phil, you wanna go first?
No, let this dude let
All
co-host
right.
go.
Yeah, I'm co-host Ethan Smith. I'm a third-year finance major at Grand Valley. I'm on the track team. I run a business, all that good stuff.
Where'd you intern this summer?
Oh, I was interning at Huntington this summer, Huntington National Bank.
Bet. My name is Phillip Todd. I serve as an assistant director in the Office of Multicultural Affairs at Grand Valley State University. I'm a two-time grad of GVSU. Finished my undergrad in 2018 and my master's in 2021. So it is my 10th fall semester here at GVSU. So it's wild to say that. Like, soon as this once we hit get to what is it August like August 20th 2024, I would have been on campus for 10 years.
That's
So
a long time.
yo,
That's
it's
a minute.
like that was the day I moved in my freshman year. So
Okay.
man, it's been a journey, but man, it's been all good. So
All
you know, I
right.
get to run the Black Excellence Program, Black Male Scholar Program, Black History Month. If it got black in front of it, it's probably me.
Yeah,
It's
feel
probably
it,
me.
yeah.
So
This
but
the
no.
guy you need to be talking to. So, talking about your experiences and you being I didn't even know you was up here for 10 years.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. So like, can you share the experience that led you to pursue a career at Grand Valley?
So I wouldn't say it's just one thing, right? So for me, mind you, I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan. When I came in, right, like I said, August 20th, if I'm correct, August 20th, 2014, right? That's when I moved in. If I have the date correct, August 9th is the day that Mike Brown was killed in Ferguson, right? So right when I got here, I was straight, I was cool, but I'm like, man, like that just happened. Me and Mike Brown the same age. We was both supposed to be going off to college, right? So for those first 2 weeks when I was here at GVSU, y'all know how it is, welcome week and everything going on, campus life night, all the activities, like everybody in a good mood. Well, when they announced Buddy wasn't about to be indicted on no charges, yo, I went crazy. Like I went absolutely nuts. I'm seeing everybody excited and happy. And I'm like, do y'all not know what just happened? You know what I mean? So
The students here was happy?
yeah, I mean, they're not
charged?
they're not paying attention
Oh, I
to
see
it.
what
You know
you're
what I mean?
saying. Okay.
So they're not happy about the decision. They're
Yeah.
not paying attention to the case
Yeah.
the way I am and other black students are, right? So for me, that's kind of the base of it, right? That was the base of my experience as a GVSU student, kind of understanding my racial salience, right? I'm like, man, like I'm really in this spot. You can't be isolated. You got to get involved. So Maya, the first kind of spot, I mean, it's going to be a long answer. Let's let you know. The way I got into just being involved, right, was Black Male Scholars. I'm chilling one day, me and my roommate, we go into swing dancing.
What's swing dancing?
It's like I don't know. It's like, like a dance. Honestly, I don't know because we never made it to the event.
Okay.
We never made it to the event. We walk in the Kirkhoff. My guy TJ, Terrence Shorter, literally grabs me by the ear and drags me down the hallway into 1104, and I walk in. It's 60 other black guys. I'm like, yo, where was y'all at these last 3-4 weeks, right? But it was a group we had called I Salute. I can't remember what I Salute stood for, and I wish I could. But man, it was just a group of us getting together, supporting each other, building each other, right? But I saw all these dudes lead different positions across campus. So that's how I got involved, right? I worked as an orientation leader. I worked in campus dining. I worked in parking. I worked the front desk in the Dean of Students office. I worked in the front desk in the Office of Multicultural Affairs. So I did all of these things. And when it was time for me to graduate, actually, I was the first student employee for Black Excellence as well when the program started in 2017. When it was time for me to graduate, I'm in my senior year. I'm like, y'all know Tequila Garrett, our student ombuds? Yeah. Tequila said, Phil, you should do this program that like leads students of color into higher education. I'm like, Tequila, I ain't about to come to college to go to college again to work at a college. Like I thought the goal was 4 years and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I ain't doing that. Well, probably like a month later, found out, hey Phil, you got a kid on the way. I'm like, I'm kind of good at this higher ed stuff. So that's how I pursued it, right? Right then.
The challenge got, yeah.
Right.
It was God work for real.
Look, I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to have a family. So I'm good at this. Let me not even take no risk in trying to go pursue some career in. I was a public and nonprofit major, right? I really didn't know what I was gonna do with that major, mind you. I should have explored more and seen the other opportunities, but I'm like, please, I'm gonna go to grad school, get a stipend, work for Bobby, get a career so I can support my job, my daughter.
Yeah,
That was
I was
good
gonna say,
decision.
do you ever like regret not exploring the nonprofit administration more, or kind of jumping right into higher ed?
I would say no, because I think where I'm at now, like, mind you, because I don't know where I would be. Who knows where I could be, right? But I think the work I do now is so fulfilling for me that I'm actually glad I didn't, right? Honestly, like my daughter's probably the biggest blessing to my life, because who knows if I don't find out I'm about to be a dad,
What your
like,
life would have been
yeah,
like.
what my life would be like, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
got to do so many great things. Whether it's at GVSU or meet other people, have opportunities, lead this group here. So I don't regret it. I think, you know, things do happen for a reason.
Facts.
Not always intentional, but things happen for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm in a good spot. Two, I literally didn't know what, like, to be honest, like I
Yeah,
still,
you ain't even know what options
I
was out
be
didn't-
there.
honest about it,
You know what
though.
I mean? I didn't really know what options. There's some good work. I did an internship with the West Michigan Center for Arts and Technology under Jamon Alexander. Like that was amazing, right? And I met him at Black Male Scholars on our alumni panel. But I think in the space I'm at, I'm good, because I think about if I wasn't in this space right now, not to say who would be here to support y'all, but I don't know who would be, you know what I
Here to
mean?
support,
I don't
yeah.
know who would be here to support y'all. I think I have an expertise and an experience that I'm able to provide nuggets to y'all, or y'all are able to ask me some questions that, you know, like,
A lot of people ain't gonna answer.
yeah. And mind you, like, also it's not because just my job, I was in y'all seat, you know what I mean? So like at all times, y'all have an alum that can answer those type of questions, right? So y'all don't always have to connect to, oh, let me find somebody that, you know what I mean, graduated
And
from
you
here that-
around like kind of around our age and our generation at the end of the day. So you know what's going on. You know how I go. Like how you said, you've been up here for 10 years, and it's not. I say, what's that? Only a few classes, like really going. Like so that's four. That's 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's not that many new people out here, but it is at the same time.
Man, it's interesting though, when it comes to like the staff, man, it's like night and day. Like I can sit here and just rattle off names of people I used to go to as a student, right? Of course, like we still got the OGs here, right? Mama Cece, Bobby, Tequila. Like it's still people here that were like, yeah, they were like the people to go to when I got here, and they still are. But man, this place has definitely changed. When I look at old pictures, or when I look at just stories, right? We telling stories, and I'm like, yo, I forgot about so and so. Or I'll be on LinkedIn, Facebook, seeing what work people are doing, and I'm like, wow, I forgot they used to work at GV, right? They used to be kind of in that same kind of role I'm in now, young professionals working with y'all, and now they off doing
Different.
yeah, just doing amazing things.
So, like you speaking of roles at GV and things of that nature, my next question for you is actually, what project are you most proud of, or what thing that you have did up here that impacted the students or our culture are you most proud of so far? I know you got, a lot of more things you're gonna do, but
Yeah, what am
you
I
talking about right now?
most proud of? I would probably say, honestly, I would say Black Male Scholars, right? Being able to lead Black Male Scholars, like that's something that I mean, y'all know how I feel about this program,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it's for me, I was about to transfer, right? I had a good freshman experience. I had a great experience here at GV. Like, don't get me wrong. But I think what I expected and what I was looking for, I wasn't getting, right? I was trying to come up here, party, turn up, like, you know what I mean?
Thinking you better.
Like, I'm from Kalamazoo. So I'm used to, we got Western right there, right? My high school, we didn't have no high school parties.
Y'all went to college party.
Yeah, we just hung out with. So like I think I was so used to Western and just the culture in Kalamazoo being my idea of what college is going to be like, that not that I was disappointed, but I was just like, I don't know, right? But like I said, I had a conversation with Bobby, and Bobby's like just stay.
What you running for? Yeah.
Yeah, like simple as that, right? And I think he was challenging me to, how do you make the most out of this experience right here, right? Because you can bounce place to place to place to place, right, and still never get what you're looking for or what you expect to happen.
Because everything that glitter ain't gold, you know.
Look, for real.
You never know. You might be in a better position, but you looking at something else and thinking you could have did better, but whole time you in the position you need to be in.
And sometimes, mind you, you may be put somewhere and like, okay, you're higher up there, or you have X, Y, and Z, but you don't have opportunities to grow. You know what I mean? So there's no opportunities for you to grow or and gain new skills, then you really hindering yourself from other opportunities. So for me, when it comes to like what thing am I most proud of, I would say, I mean, it'd probably be leading Black male scholars. Because for a minute, just the program was going in a tough direction, right?
Why would you say it was going in a tough direction?
Because man, we had some great leaders of the program, but they were so tied up, right? Like their jobs actually weren't to work with students like this, right? Black male scholars has always been run by other Black men on campus that, I mean, it was out the kindness of their heart, right? Finding time after, that's why we meet after hours, right? Because they had to do things after they was done with their role, right? So like that's kind of where this effort grew out of, right? And the program started in 2013, the year before I got here. So, but I said like we needed more, right? So when I came to grad school, I'm like, hey, I just really want to be involved with Black male scholars, right? I want to help out. I want to be a student to give some extra support, help with some of the analysis of the program and the evaluation and making sure, like, how can we grow it, right? Because it wasn't growing.
Yeah. I feel like I'm glad that's what you're most proud of. Because I ain't gonna lie, I feel like me coming to Black male scholars low-key changed my life a little bit. Like, I was just in my head a lot and stuff like that. And then when I got in the room and there's other Black people my age, and we in here talking about real stuff. Like, we ain't just talking about, we talking about how we better ourselves as Black men on campus at a PWI. And I don't know, that just did a lot for me. Like, I was there talking about real stuff we going through. Like, we in there talking about how hard it is for Black male to do this, you know, first generation, even if you're not the first generation, just how hard it is for us to move around in general. And I feel like us coming together, that's just strong. Like, people not doing that. We need to stick together as a people.
Yeah, and I fully agree. Like the conversation that you had me have with Jalen, I think really changed my entire outlook on college and kind of what I was striving to do and kind of put me in the position I'm in now.
Shout out to Jalen.
Yeah, I started taking classes more seriously. I ended up getting an internship at a Fortune 500 company.
I remember I seen the switch, like when, like how you started, like, cause we didn't know each other freshman year, but we was seeing each other, you know, cool, dapped up on some chill shit, and then I just cuss, but yeah, on some chill stuff.
Oh, y'all don't cuss on here?
This the digital trades on my in the booth. Hey, shout out in the booth. Quick plug. I be cussing all the time, but. But yeah, so like when I first met him, and then like after I seen him going to Black male scholars, even me starting to go, I even seen this like switch. I'm like, dang, Ethan's starting to pick it up. Like he focused more, so that's good.
Like, second semester freshman year, man, I had like a second semester freshman year. I got like a 2.1 second semester. I was dang near ineligible to run. It was bad, but like coming in my sophomore year, I knew I wanted to do better, and I guess Black male scholars kind of just gave me the vision and the insight to kind of know the path, how to get there and what I wanted to do.
Yeah. And that's the goal, right? Like you all have these skills, you all have these things you want to do. And like, it's my job to make sure we're putting you in position, one, to have the networking opportunities to get the information, but then like someone to help you navigate that, right? Like if you don't know how to do something, it's kind of hard just to jump into it. But mind you, sometimes you have to. You don't got no choice. But if I can provide you someone to give you a couple tips, right? Like, nah, put your left foot down first before your right. You know what I mean? Just to get you a good foundation and a good start, like why not? That's how we get places. Like for me, there's nothing, like in my undergrad experience, right? Every job I listed off, there was someone that did the position before me, right? My first job on campus, I worked at Papa John's. It was in Connection. Ty was a manager there, right? So I applied because Ty worked there. The next position, being an orientation leader. Brandon was an orientation leader when I came in. So that's why I did that. So that representation and having examples and people to go chop it up with and talk to and get information about, hey, like how you do this, right? Like who do I talk to? Where do I go? It's so important.
Okay, so speaking on that, what do you think, like as you being, you know, like I said, your role at GV, or you just being undergrad, you know how I go, because it's deeper, because you actually went through it, so you know how I feel. You know, you've been in our position, in our seat. What's the best advice you can give, like someone like just to make their college experience better?
So the best advice I'm gonna give you all two aspects of it, right? First, as a whole, you all need to understand as a collective, right, that you're not here by yourself, right? Like there are, like, mind you, you can learn all this stuff, right? With Google and whatever, like you can look up all this information and learn it, right? But the reason we bring you all to one space is because not that you're like-minded, but y'all are going through a journey together, right? So y'all have to use each other. Y'all have to stay together. Y'all have to build with each other. Like what y'all are doing now, this is what college is about. You know what I mean? You could do a podcast. Musa could do all this recording. You could do all your entrepreneur endeavors, right? Without being at a university, but y'all are supporting each other and doing this together, right? That's the point of, at least to me, that's the point of the reason everybody should come to college, right? Whether it's to pursue a degree or take a class, just that environment of educational thought is super important, right? So
Yeah, it is.
y'all as a collective coming together. Individually, you have to put yourself out there, right? You can't get help, you can't get support if you standing behind the curtain. Right? You got to be out there. You got to come out, whether it's coming to events or talking with your advisors, right? Talking with professionals. You got to utilize the resources.
Yeah, facts.
Y'all paying for it, right? Every time they say, we have free tutoring or we have free this. Ain't none of that free. Y'all already paid for it in y'all tuition. So utilize the resources you paid for, right? You wouldn't go to a buffet and eat one thing. You know what I mean? You're not gonna go to a buffet and just use a soda machine,
Get
right?
your money's worth.
You're gonna get your money's worth, right? You don't gotta eat up all on one thing. Oh, I'm gonna get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm gonna go get some dessert, right? Utilize all the resources here. That's because y'all paying for it. Yeah. And people getting paid, right? Like I could be. I mean, they probably get rid of me if nobody was coming to me, they probably get rid of me, right? Yeah. But on a day, whether y'all email me or not, I get paid, right? So I always say, make staff work for their check.
I like that. So, yeah. So I feel like before we cut, you already cut? No. All right. Yeah, I feel like before we cut, like what you just said is very important. Anybody watching this, man, make sure y'all do that. Use y'all resources. I was the guy freshman year in the dorm room watching TV all night, not hitting no events. But now I put myself out there around like-minded people and life getting better. But this is the middle of the show. We will be cutting. We will be back soon.
Look, we want to make sure y'all get to Blackmail Scholars during the semester. We meet bi-weekly Thursday evenings at 5:30. Please check the Digital Trades link tree in the bio for our website.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all come to the Digital Trades meeting every Friday at 3. Any major, anything you want to do, any young entrepreneurs, we can help you with that. We will be sending out emails to make sure you have the location.
Yeah, I know I'm not here in front of the camera. I'm behind the camera this episode, so I want to make sure to remind you to come to the Digital Trades Club meetings every Friday. All the information will be in the description, and everything will be streamed to YouTube and Twitch. So if If you can't come there physically, you can be there digitally and still get the good information. So we'll see you then.
All right, y'all, we back from the quick ad breaks, and we're going to dig right back into the conversation. While we was, had a little conversation outside, we was talking about how we need to come together more on campus as a, unit so we can progress more as a student. Like I said, as a student, as students. So how do you think we can make that happen? How you think we can, like, have, more clubs come together, more people come together to make us grow?
I think it starts with being open to each other, right? I think a lot of times, of course, we're gonna make assumptions about each other, no matter what.
Yeah, you're gonna judge somebody regardless.
I think they said in the first 7 seconds you meet somebody, you have 11 assumptions about them, right? I hope that's the numbers because I just had a presentation on it this week. So I think that's what they said.
Yeah.
But either way, right? I think we have to start going into, like, when we come into these rooms, when we walk into these spaces, walking across campus, like, we gotta be looking out for each other, right? Like, the goal shouldn't be to I want to dress better than them or why they getting this attention. Like, we gotta stop hating.
Stop compete. Oh my!
It's not a
that's a good. That's
mind
a good
you,
one.
like there is a competition, but it's not between us, right? Like, why are we
trying to
like
go against each other?
And mind you, it's not something y'all started. I mean, I think about, like, I was in student orgs, right? I know how it is. Like, dang, they doing that. Yeah, ours got to be better, right? And I understand that, but at the same time, when we did it right, we were competing, but it was healthy competition. We were still supporting each other. Like, the support that we used to give each other as students was crazy.
I think it was a different time back then, though. Like, because now, after COVID switched a lot of stuff, and it's still hard for people.
know.
Yeah, it's like it's hard. It's hard for, like, the students. People be having social anxiety, so it's like it's
y'all, because y'all live here.
Yeah, they live. Y'all
So,
live
like,
through the
here,
phone. Y'all.
let me give the kind of set the scene for the difference between now and when I was a student. For y'all, like, y'all Instagrams, y'all be having photo shoots on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
When I was a student, Instagram was literally Instagram. You took a picture and you posted it.
You be having 7 photos.
Y'all can have all, like, so it's a different, right? There's a difference, right? Like, there's like a performative measure now to social media. When we were there, like, when I kid you not, we taking this picture, posting it, like, that was it. We might throw one of them nasty filters on there, you know what I mean? But like,
it wasn't as deep as it is now. Now it's you gotta have this picture, this filter, this caption. You gotta have this way.
For me, I see it, right? Unfortunately, a lot of people, their identity is determined by their social media page, right? It should be a representation, maybe a representation of you, or just, like, it shouldn't be nothing. Like, it just
You
is
can
what
lie.
it is.
You can lie on social media if you want to. You don't have to be
Who can lie?
who you true.
Everyone
lies.
Everyone is lying, right? Everything is a lie on social media. Like, let's just be real, right?
No, facts.
So, mind you,
it's a highlight reel.
Use it to your advantage. Market yourself correct. Like, market yourself for what you want. You know what I mean? But
People don't know that, though. Like how you said, people, instead of like putting it in my words, I feel like you trying to say, like, instead of people using it as a tool, using it to have a business, start a business, show how good they are at doing what they doing, and just getting hot so other people around the world can find them, because that's what social media and stuff is to me. But it's people that wake up and live through it every day and just live a facade or try to do everything for social media.
Yeah.
Even like in class right now. Like, bro, focus on what the teacher's saying. Why are you taking pictures in the middle of class trying to post it on Instagram and trying to do something cool?
what's funny is, y'all know how y'all have Finstas? So Finstas, like, was just me and my friend were talking one day. I was like, man, I'm just ready to, like, start a page just for my friends, just, like, post the things I'm interested in, post pictures of my family, this and that. And he like, a Finsta? I'm like, yeah, I guess, right? But it was funny because when we talked about it, like, that's what it used to be, right? So it's interesting for me, like, when I'm sitting on here and I'm like, yo, people having real like photo shoots for Instagram, or now mind you, like, I grew up in the age, like, post it up on the wall, or the heaters in high school, like getting the flick. Like,
Yeah,
trust
that
me,
was hard.
you know what I mean? But
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
you had one pick. It wasn't getting edited. Everyone had the same pose. We all looked crazy. Everyone had that was the time, like what was it? That black polo hoodie with the red logo,
Yeah, you know
cargos,
something.
cargos.
Something, Phillip, something.
Playoff 11s. You know what I mean?
Or just some all white forces or any
like that.
chill stuff.
That's the era I grew up with. Everyone had the same fit. You know what I mean? But I think it was cool. Like, oh, bet. Like, we all got the same J's on, right? Like when J's came out, like everybody used to link up at the school the next day with them on,
Yeah, with
right?
the Christmas 11s on.
Yeah, right.
Christmas 11s it was. Yeah.
Man,
Life used to be different back then.
it was right, but I think sometimes we make things harder, right? So like even me, right? My Instagram literally has a picture of me and my fiance from our engagement picture. Right? Me and her, we both laugh about it. Like we'll have pictures, we like, it just seems so performative to post something on Instagram now, right? At least when it comes to like your personal life, at least for me, right? It's just me and her, probably just like our age range, right? But like we see all these couples posting this, posting that, and I'm like, I'm not getting married in a week to post it on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like,
For a couple likes and a couple comments. Oh my God,
and
congratulations.
mind you, that's not saying that everyone that does get attention is doing it for that reason. But I think sometimes
It's like but they
If you-
doing
wait,
it.
wait,
Attention is okay. I'm gonna let you.
like if you blow up, it's a good feeling, right? But now we want to blow up again. So now are we focusing on our relationship, or are we focusing on doing something to blow up, right? Am I going on vacay to enjoy this, or am I going on vacay to get content? Which is like, it's fine either way, but for me and her, that's one reason, like we kind of keep our stuff private so it doesn't become that, right?
That's gonna last
I
longer.
don't knock any parents that like their kids are out there, heck, getting sponsorships, ads, all that. I don't knock any of that. I know that's not what I want. So I don't post my daughter because I don't even want to go down. I don't even want to open that door for that, right? But nah, it's interesting. I mean, how do we even get this far? Yo, what was your question again?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did get too
I
far.
want to get
Oh,
back
he
to
was
your
saying,
It's cool though. I want to get back to your question. Though.
Yeah,
You're talking about more student orgs.
yeah, just coming together.
Oh, coming together,
As a
right?
union.
Yeah. So
Wait, before you do that, the last thing on this topic.
Go ahead.
Attention is worth more than money nowadays. That's all I wanted to say. That's hey.
I'll take. Guess what?
No, I'm saying that's what people think.
I know. No,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Man, having attention and being broke is not fun. I done
But
had it.
people think it's fun though.
Skip that. Give me the money and put me by myself, man.
No, facts. I want the money. Get your money up, not your fun up. You get back to the answer though.
But I'm good. Give me like 5 minutes. So kind of back to the question, right? Y'all kind of live here, which is okay, right? But let me give you an example. I asked a student at org one time. They had a pretty low turnout at their event. I'm like, who did y'all tell? Like, we told everybody. I'm like, how? We had it on Instagram. We put it in our stories. We had it on our page and our personal pages. But I said, who did you talk to? Who did you verbally talk to? Who did you speak to, right? Who did you actually give an invitation to? Because think about Instagram, like we scrolling, swiping, we going past stuff so quick. When do y'all actually stop on a flyer and read all the information? Never. Exactly, right? So for us, we started posting, I mean, our flyers were trash back in the day, right? But we had flyers. The flyer was a reference point to a conversation. Oh, bet. I just talked to Clay, Juan, and TJ about the I Salute Awards. What time is it? What day? Let me go to the Instagram page, right?
Yeah, just to see the time and day.
Yeah,
and
that's
location.
That's what it was for. But also, right, we passed out physical flyers. You couldn't walk through Kirkhoff without leaving out of Kirkhoff without a flyer in your hand, right? But we came out to stuff. I think social media is so flooded now. And two, like y'all follow thousands of people now, right? Back in the day, you might have followed maybe 300 people and you knew everybody.
Yeah, I follow 1,000 people. I don't know 1,000 people.
You know what I mean? It's stuff now. They putting stuff on timelines that we don't even follow. because you liked X, Y, and Z post, right? I thought the Explore page was the Explore page. Now the Explore page is my homepage. Like, what's going on? So
You over here talking right now.
Look,
I ain't gonna lie. You over here talking.
bro, it be bothering me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I be at the crib like, I am not following this person.
Yeah.
Why are you on my timeline? But it's interesting because like when it comes to how we build community, I think the way you all, what's the word I want to
Going into
Go ahead, go ahead. I'm a finish.
yeah,
my
why
thought.
you
Go
do
ahead.
it? But like I feel like my thoughts on that is I get what you're saying. Like people don't want it. It's like word to mouth. Instead of you getting out really telling people like us handing out flyers for the Black Male Scholars meeting the other day. And people really seeing us.
Yeah.
Oh, this he dressed up nice and he giving me this. It must be important. This must be something important instead of like how you say I see it on Instagram. Go ahead and swipe past.
Yeah.
that. I might just like it just because I might know this person, but I might not go.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I think it's oh man, what is the word I'm looking for? Give me a second. I'm gonna find
Go
it.
ahead, man. Take your
So I can
time.
get this thought out. The word I'm looking for, I'm gonna need Musa to help me. It's not like digest, like it's like how you understand something or how you digest the information. Man, it's not gonna hit for me. Whatever, I'll explain it. Right. So essentially, the way we communicate now, right? I think y'all think the best way, like y'all communicate through social media, but I think the way y'all actually digest information, right? How humans digest information, understand it, how it clicks for us, isn't necessarily through here. So I think sometimes our focus, I gotta push this out here, I gotta get this out. But like, I know people that have done events or want people to come to stuff, they done put it on every social media platform, but they ain't told their best friend. Like you haven't invited your best friend, right? But you put, they should have seen it on my page. They should have seen it on my page and be mad. What? You know what I mean?
Be mad. No cat be mad.
So I think, like for us, I'm thinking about all these events we used to go to. It wasn't no flyer. It was word of mouth, right? Of course, there was a flyer. You may never have saw it.
But that's I get what you. It's not people. I get what you're trying to say. People think like the social media is the best way to market and do that, but in real life, a human, we like it's like. Let me see how I try to say this. You learn better while having fun, right? So and that's a human trait. Everybody human. If you having fun, you're gonna learn it way better. Yeah. That's just like interactions. That's just like people when they used to sell their CDs back in the day. They was really walking up on people, giving people their CDs. Yeah. Hey, you gotta listen to this heat instead of just okay. I gotta just listen it through the phone.
And it's mind you, like you gotta start somewhere, right? Like somebody. I mean, Cole was probably selling mixtapes out the back of his car. He don't gotta do that no more, right?
But that's where he started at.
That's where he started at, right?
To get his stuff out there.
Exactly.
Instead of just thinking, oh, this is gonna happen. Like how you said, you posted it all on social media, but didn't tell your immediate people. And now you mad. Like you can't be mad at that.
Right.
When you really like something, when you really enjoy something, it don't even feel like work. Like if you're really serious about something and you going out passing out 1,000 flyers, it's not even gonna feel like work. You're gonna enjoy it. Like when I be driving 2 hours to buy shoes for my business to sell, I enjoy it. It don't feel like work. Like I just love to do it.
And I think that's just the goal for everything, right? Like doing this right now, like the fact that I'm doing this and getting paid right now, the fact that like when we have Black Male Scholars, like I get to enjoy y'all, I get to watch y'all grow, I get to see the things y'all do. Like I couldn't have asked for a better job, right? Like I get married literally 8 days. And Bobby get to be there, right? So Bobby gets to see someone he helped develop and grow over 10 years now tie the knot, right? Yeah. So like
that's fire.
There's like I look forward to all of that for y'all. Not saying I need to invite to all y'all weddings or whatever it is, right? But bet we in there. We in there, you know what I mean? But like I get to watch y'all grow. You know what I mean? I get to watch y'all do things. I get to watch all y'all successes. And not saying like, I think sometimes people are like what I hate when someone does something good. Oh yeah, well I helped him with X, Y, and Z, and now look. Nah, like my goal is like to push y'all out there. Whether we know what we helped each other on, right? But like I think sometimes,
People get
especially
caught
in
up in that.
education, or whatever it is, education, coaching, this, that, as much as they got out of you, you got some out of them. You know what I mean? You only know Hall of Fame coaches because they had developed Hall of Fame players, right? If the players didn't perform,
They would have never been.
you wouldn't. It don't matter. So it's like,
That's a good point.
for me, I think I get a lot of joy out of watching y'all do great things, right? Like hearing your GPA went up like that. Yeah. That makes me proud, right? I'm proud you did that. Not, bet I connected him with David. They had this conversation.
me.
You know what I mean?
Without me,
like
it would
nah,
never been there. Yeah,
right?
it'd be
Like,
that.
he did the work. You know what I mean?
You just made the connection.
I just made a little connection, right?
I needed that extra push to get me to that point.
Right.
A
And,
lot of people
Jalen
be
kept it a
gatekeeping.
stack with you.
He did.
Like he kept it a stack with you, right?
He said, "Stop playing, or you're gonna be chalked."
Look, he lets you know. So I mean, the thing is, I think it's super important for us to just uplift each other, right? And that comes from whether we're all peers, that near peer model. If it's someone way at the top, right? Uplifting each other is so important because that's how you help someone see where they're supposed to be, right? Like how we talked about those that day too. Oh, y'all were Ethan was there. I showed a clip I saw on Instagram, and the dude was saying like we all got day ones. It's important, right? But people are like, oh, no new friends. Like nah,
No new friends. No.
you need day twos.
Nah, facts.
Because day twos are the people that are gonna want to see where you're going, right? Like
Ooh, y'all talked about that? Yes.
Yeah.
should've been there, man.
Yeah, we had a good.
Don't miss the Black Male Scholar meetings.
we
man.
had a good.
They great.
We had a good one, man. I'll send you the video so you can
send
see
me the
it.
video.
But that's what we talked about. Like we talked about how important it is to make sure you have those people in your life that you didn't grow up with, you may not have came out the mud with, right? But like, hey, we in a spot now. That's what this is about.
Yeah.
College is about y'all didn't know each other before y'all got here.
Right.
Right? So y'all are day twos. Yeah. Y'all are pushing yourselves in the direction you're going in now, right? So yeah, it was fire. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, and then I had everybody get up, meet 3 people that they didn't know, get their contact info, so we can kind of create that foundation of, hey, you just added 3 day twos today, right? Y'all gotta hold each other accountable. Be there for each other, and just help each other grow. That's the whole point of all of this, man. That's the whole point of being here.
In these positions, man.
Right? Or y'all could just do all this by yourselves.
Yeah, and you're not Superman. I had to, you're not Superman. You need help at some point. You can't just be this one iron body.
That's the best advice I ever got. It was way different context, but someone told me you can't be Superman. And I was like, yo.
That's the best advice I got too.
Because I was trying to
do it all.
We ain't even gonna go into it.
We ain't gonna go too deep. But this does conclude, man, the 4th episode of the Digital Trade Show. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Field information will be in the description. Digital Trades information will be in the description. GV students, any black males, I encourage you to go to the Black Male Scholar meetings. Them are very important. It changed my life. It changed my co-host's life.
Changed my life.
Yeah.
Changed my life.
Yes, sir. We wouldn't all be here today without Digital Trades Club. We all met through Black Male Scholars. Wouldn't be here today without it. So it's definitely a good resource.
But no, look, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the work y'all are doing in Black Male Scholars, in your personal lives, on the podcast, in the club. Like I said, this is really what it's about. Me and Bobby can support this, right? Y'all are doing something positive. Y'all are doing something for yourselves. Y'all are doing something that's going to actually help the campus, right? Help other students in the future. Y'all have already done that outreach and have helped other people. That's what this is about. So I'm proud of y'all, proud of the work y'all do.
Man.
I'm happy to come chop it up with y'all whenever. During business hours. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all during business hours. So
hey, we appreciate you, man, using these business hours to appreciate us.
Hey, look, we do it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this concludes it. We out, man.
All right, we out.